Namaste everyone. My name is Dr. Atousa Mahdavi. So today I wanted to talk to you about my upcoming Ayurvedic retreat. So some of you, as you may know, I'm having a Ayurvedic yoga and meditation retreat that I call Healing Your Life through Ayurveda, Yoga and Meditation. It is October 26th through October 29th, and it will be happening at a retreat center in California, Hot Springs, at the beautiful retreat center, modern, newly built retreat center, close to the Sequoia National Forest. It's beautiful. It's in the middle of the nature, which what we want with Ayurveda. Nature is very healing, and this is one of my convictions that in nature you can heal yourself. So I'm very excited because it is the first Ayurvedic retreat that I have and I'm holding. Now, why Ayurvedic retreat? Why Ayurvedic people, doctors have Ayurvedic retreats? In Ayurveda, there are certain treatments that are done, certain therapies, and that cannot be done at anybody's home. And generally speaking, you need a center that has all the equipment necessary, all the facilities necessary. And this is something that traditionally has been done in Ayurveda, that people go to an Ayurvedic center or an Ayurvedic retreat for a week or longer, or 5 days or 3 days, depending, and they receive various treatments. Now, a lot of times, these treatments are called panchakarma, but not necessarily. So in my Ayurvedic retreat, which is 4 days and 3 nights, we introduce and we do some of the panchakarma processes. So panchakarma is many different processes or many different treatments that are done to a patient. Why do we want a patient to come to us for a few days and stay with us in a retreat or in a center? Well, because, like I said, one of the reasons, some of the equipment, some of the modalities that we use to do certain therapies are only conducive in a center, in an environment which has those facilities. So it cannot be done at anybody's home. And number two, a lot of wellness issues, a lot of health issues require residential programs, which means you have to go in for a few days in order to really jumpstart the healing process within your system. That you need to be in a residential process, that you're there day in and out, and you receive these treatments. You're on a certain diet. You're fed a certain particular types of foods that are conducive for your health, in harmony with your nature. In Ayurveda, we talk about constitutions and everybody having a unique nature that is different from someone else. So everybody is treated individually as an individual. So in Ayurvedic retreats or centers, when people come, one of the main aspects of it, which would be included in my retreat, is to determine your nature. We call it a constitution. What is your constitution? In Ayurveda, we call it dosha. A dosha is your constitution. You have two different types of constitutions, if I could simplify it that way. One is your normal constitution, your baseline constitution, how you're born. What is the constitution at the time of your birth? That is your normal constitution. Now, another one, the secondary one, is, so the first one is called Prakruti. Prakruti, your normal constitution at birth. It is your primary constitution when you're normal. Now, the secondary one, which is your constitution at the present time, or the nature of your imbalance, that's Vikruti. And that is what we need to work with. And an Ayurvedic practitioner will determine your constitution. So in my retreat, I will determine your dosha. I will determine both your Prakruti and your Vikruti. Vikruti, your condition at the present moment, your constitution at the present moment, which also means the nature of your imbalance. And then your Prakruti also. The nature, your normal constitution at birth. So that's your Prakruti. Based on that, then various foods would be medicinal for you. Various foods would not be, not beneficial to you. So in the retreat, we will be teaching you that. So we will be telling you, if you have this constitution, if this is the nature of your imbalance, these foods are more conducive towards your health, these foods aren't conducive towards your health. During your stay at the retreat, we will give you an Ayurvedic, balanced Ayurvedic diet. It is mainly vegetarian, it is all vegetarian, and it is based on the Ayurvedic principles of diet and health. So, see, if someone is at their home, a lot of times people lack the time or the discipline to do these things on their own. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to make the proper food. And sometimes these are very simple things that they can do, very simple recipes that they can do. So there would be a lot of education that is going to be conveyed about what is proper food for each constitution. And at the same time, you would be on that diet while you are staying at the retreat. Every day you're going to have a yoga meditation routine that is guided by me. So you will be practicing yoga and meditation. You will learn certain postures, certain breathing meditations that otherwise you wouldn't know. It would be also, to some degree, determined by your constitution or your dosha. So it would be modified as needed according to your constitution or dosha. Generally speaking, to do all of this, you have to go and pay multiple visits to an Ayurvedic practitioners, because when you don't have, the kind of access to your Ayurvedic doctor, then you have to make an appointment with them, go see them on multiple occasions to have dosha determination, your diet, modify it. Then another visit you go and they'll give you a yoga and meditation according to your dosha and constitution. And treatments like oleation, oil therapy, abhyanga, which is a therapeutic Ayurvedic oil massage. These are all done at the retreat. And that is another reason why this is residential. You have to come there. You have to spend some time with us, residential. So you could get all these treatments within a few days. And this would be really from the foundation up, like really building your foundation as you stay in the retreat. Maybe certain herbs are going to be introduced. One big aspect of Panchakarma or Ayurvedic retreats is detox. We know, and this is a very familiar topic to most of us, detoxification, detoxifying or cleansing. Like a lot of you know about cleanse juices and juicing and cleansing and doing this kind of shake and doing that kind of smoothie for cleansing. So we know that we need to cleanse. We need to cleanse our system from the toxicities that we build up throughout years of living on the planet, and also taking in toxicities from the environment, whether it's air, water, or food, soil, etc. And so we will have detoxification. So you'll have cleansing going on at the retreat. Different cleansing juices, different cleansing herbs and teas. And now, concept of Ayurvedic tea for detoxification is very also popular. So this is another thing that it would be done at the retreat. So various aspects of detox and cleansing. Fomentation or swedana. This is another thing it's another treatment that is done by an Ayurvedic doctor, especially in Panchakarma or Ayurvedic retreats. So it's cleansing or detoxifying by sweat. So you have to sweat. So you could do it in various different aspects, like infrared sauna. So we're going to have infrared saunas there for you to detox. But it's done very systematically, the way that is done in Ayurveda. And it requires a certain processes to be able to prepare you for that. So that would be happening there as well. Now, a lot of times, what is missing from the medical conventional medicine is patient education. Now, the ultimate goal is for each individual to become their own healer, to become their own physician. And we know that within the human system, there resides a healer within. And once you gain access to it, then ultimately you want to understand the way your system works. You want to understand what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And so to be introduced to this healer from within requires knowledge. And you all have heard knowledge is power. So knowing the fundamental aspects of what constitutes healing and what in Ayurveda, according to your dosha, according to your constitution, will contribute to your healing, facilitates your healing. That would be covered in a lot of the lectures that I'll be giving. A lot of meditation, good meditation, meditation in the nature, walking meditation, and bringing really a union through yoga and meditation, which is something that in the fast pace of life, people are so scattered. There is a big gap between where your mind is and where your body is, and there is no union. And so we will do that by daily meditations and yoga. And one practice that I will be teaching is Surya Kriya. This is from Visha Hatha Yoga lineage. And Surya Kriya is very well received by the public. And so I will be teaching this. So those of you who have not learned it before and would like to learn it, this would be another opportunity that in addition to other aspects of the healing aspects of this retreat, you can learn Surya Kriya. I hope that I could see you there. Namaste.